Baseball has always been more than a game. It's a ritual. Done so many times, it stopped belonging to the people who started it. The same motions, the same sounds, the same rhythms, repeated by new hands in new uniforms under different skies. A swing, a catch, the sound of the bat when it finds the ball. And when something is repeated for this long, it doesn't fade, it stays. Something settles into it, and sometimes that something doesn't go away. Welcome to Haunted by Beauty.
This is Haunted by Beauty, ghost stories and makeup, and I don't know about you, but I am tired of winter where I am, and I'm ready for spring. And if one thing says spring, that's baseball spring training. I thought we'd talk about America's haunted pastime and even visit the grave of one of the greats. I'm gonna do a spring look, sort of a green cut crease she's got some pink blush on that's a little bit oversaturated this picture, but I'm gonna go for that. I'm gonna get started. I already have some milky toner on. Get your toner on. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put on my next tape to get that really sharp line for my eyeshadow. And let's get into it. I'm gonna go ahead and get started with my eye primer, so Milk Makeup Eye Primer, and start to talk about some ballparks. So some of the oldest parks in the country have had more than a century to absorb the devotion of baseball fans, and we'll start with Wrigley Field. Wrigley Field opened in 1914 and is home to the Chicago Cubs, and after hours, security has reported distinct footsteps in the upper deck and when the stadium is otherwise empty. These aren't echoes, they say. They're described as paced, deliberate steps, often stopping at the same vantage point overlooking the field. On multiple occasions, guards have reported seeing a dark, human-shaped figure standing still, facing the diamond, before disappearing when approached. Charlie Grimm spent decades as both a player and a manager for the Chicago Cubs, and he led the team through some of its most defining years. And after a pennant run that ended in a World Series loss to the New York Yankees, legend says that Grimm never truly left the game or the place where it was played. Late night security guards have reported bullpen phones ringing with no one on the other end. They say that that's Grimm calling in pitching changes, and others claim to have seen, again, this shadowy figure pacing the halls. They also hear their name whispered in the dark. Some say that Grimm's presence at the field could be tied to the fact that his actual remains are kept inside the ballpark itself. They're in a private box in the outfield, leaving Grimm, even in death, basically still on duty. So I'm going to keep going with my look. I'm going to go in with my Moira palette. I have this Moira palette, and I'm going to hit this purple. So the next field we'll talk about is Fenway Park. The oldest active MLB ballpark in existence. It opened in 1912 and is home to the Boston Red Sox. Activity is mostly reported near the Green Monster, which is this big green wall and part of the field. And grounds crew, like the groundskeeping crew, has described the sensation of being watched while working alone at night. They also sense unexplained movements near the Green Monster and sounds along the base of the wall. And The presence is frequently attributed to a long gone groundskeeper who is probably checking up on their work and seeing how they're taking care of the field. Okay, so I got this color going. Next I'm going to go in with this green right here. Few places in baseball carry as much legend as Yankee Stadium and its ties to Babe Ruth. Particularly the original stadium, which opened in 1923. It's often called the house that Ruth built. Even after the original stadium was demolished, reports still continue about a spirit, possibly Babe Ruth. People describe a sudden heaviness, a sense of being watched, and a feeling that someone very important is present, especially late at night or before big games. Security staff and late night workers have long talked about an overwhelming feeling of attention being placed on the field, particularly in areas associated with where Babe Ruth would have been in his era. The phrase that comes up again and again in interviews and anecdotes is that it felt like he was still watching the game, he being Babe Ruth or the Big Gambino. There is this belief that there's a ghost there. It was even often cited by Derek Jeter, who would note that the ghosts of the old stadium, and particularly the spirits of the historic Yankee legends, particularly Babe Ruth, haunt the stadium and influence games, causing strange things to happen or magical moments to happen. So let me keep going here. I've got my green. The Great Gambino is also associated with spring training. His energy is said to remain at Huggins Stengel Field, and supposedly shadowy forms emerge from the dugout at dawn and dusk, heading out to the field. I'm going to go ahead in with some eyeliner. Actually, let me get... I'm going to go in with this very old palette, Sugar Pop from Too Faced. And I just want to get sort of under my brow. So not only is Babe Ruth said to haunt the spring training field, where there's like a white building next to Huggins Stengel Field that used to be the Yankees clubhouse in Gulfport, Florida. There is a house that the Yankees used to own, and it's called the Babe Ruth house. He used to stay there. And Babe Ruth's room has been completely preserved by the owners. At least one homeowner thinks that he saw Babe Ruth in the form of a silhouette of a 6-foot-tall male figure moving very quickly down the hallway. And they had a psychic come in who the psychic allegedly confirmed that it was Babe Ruth. I'm going to go ahead and go in with some eyeliner, just plain black. Now I want to talk about not a place, but a person, Roberto Clemente. Roberto Clemente essentially predicted his own death. He was one of the greatest right fielders in baseball history, but he was also a devoted humanitarian who often sent aid to Nicaragua. And this sadly would relate directly to his death at the age of 38. There was an earthquake in Nicaragua on December 23rd, 1972, and Clemente organized aid to be sent to Nicaragua, but he not only wanted it to be sent, he wanted to accompany the aid to make sure that it didn't fall in the hands of people who didn't need it or authorities that would steal it. So he did charter a DC-7, and it was quite overloaded and said to be understaffed as well. And sadly, that New Year's Eve, the plane crashed into the Atlantic Ocean, and despite efforts, his body has never been recovered. According to Haunted Baseball, Ghosts, Curses, Legends, and Eerie Events by Mickey Bradley and Dan Gordon, Clemente told teammates that he had dreams of his plane crashing, and they were even in the air one time, and he woke up from a dream and said that the plane crashed and that he was the only one to die in the accident. And that New Year's Eve, Roberto Jr., his own son, told him, "Dad, don't get on the plane. I think it's going to crash." So he basically predicted his own death. Go ahead and take the tape off. Okay, I'm going to go in with my Nivea. And then my Catrice Under Eye Brightener. And then we'll talk about the next topic, the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, New York. The Baseball Hall of Fame is said to be one of the most haunted museums in the country. Staff have reported footsteps echoing through the halls and empty galleries. Shadow figures are seen regularly by displays, and a men's room door opens and closes by itself. According to New York Haunted Places, Ted Williams can sometimes be heard by patrons. He was the last 400 hitter, and baseball was everything to him. I'm going to take a quick sip of Ghost Cup and go in with my white foundation. According to the Hardball Times, which is another publication, Ty Cobb and Shoeless Joe Jackson may be heard whispering near their plaques. Another stadium that's said to possibly be haunted is Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. And there are many beloved members of the Phillies and the Phillies organization who are said to be affiliated with the park. One being the beloved announcer Harry Kalas. And it's said that sometimes Harry Kalas's voice can be heard in the announcer's room. Okay. Now I'm gonna go do my under eye with like a bright pink. And now I'm gonna go in with my contour. So all of these stories so far point to the same idea. There's not been anything that I've read that seemed like that there are angry ghosts, more like faithful ghosts. They were people who showed up every day for the game, believed in routine and loyalty, and in staying with their team, staying with their favorite teammates, staying in the same position and that sort of thing. Which brings us to the next topic, and that is one of the greats of baseball, Connie Mack. Connie Mack was born Cornelius McGillicuddy, born in Massachusetts in December 1862, and would grow into one of the most singular figures in baseball history. He began his major league career as a catcher in 1886 and was said to be a tall and thoughtful player who used smarts and innovation to make up for where he may have lacked in physicality, except for being very tall. In 1901, Mack became manager, part owner, and then principal owner of the Philadelphia Athletics, a role he would hold for 50 consecutive seasons. And he continued in baseball leadership until 1950, the longest managerial tenure in North American baseball history. He holds the most records in MLB history for wins, losses, and games managed. So I'm going to do just a little bit of highlighter with this lavender revolution. Under his leadership, the A's won 9 American League pennants and 5 World Series titles, including back-to-back championships twice. So I'm gonna take this kind of square brush and go in and just sort of stipple this highlight. It's kind of bright. His nicknames included Slats, because he was so tall and thin, the Grand Old Man of Baseball, and the Tall Tactician. And these were all nicknames given to him because of his sort of how he carried himself in the dugout. Very distinguished. He was always in a suit and tie rather than a uniform. And he was always calm and very deliberate. His peers remembered him as a steady, thoughtful leader who valued intelligence, patience, and integrity. Okay, so I'm going to go in now with my mascara. There goes the mirror. I'm going to go in with some lip liner. And some lip gloss. So Mack is said to have embodied endurance, discipline, commitment, and he wasn't flashy, he was constant. If there was ever someone who might still be watching baseball, it would be someone like him. Not because he can't let go, but because he never stopped caring. Because baseball is about returning. And so I'm going to take you now to Connie Mack's grave, and we'll see if he never left the game. Mr. Mack, did you enjoy managing the Philadelphia Athletics or the Philadelphia A's? If so, can you ring the bell? Are you here with us, sir? Thank you.
Did you enjoy managing Major League Baseball for over 50 years? That's an incredible run. Can you ring the bell, please? Do you still hold the record for the most managerial wins? Do you know that it's spring training? Were you proud of the longevity of your career? Can you ring the bell again? Would you please ring the bell again? Did endurance matter more to you than the accolades of the fans and the media? Be able to ring the bell again? Are you here with us? Did you enjoy being a teacher or did you enjoy being a player? Which did you enjoyed being a player? Is that you're lighting that up? Does that mean you enjoyed being a player? Thank you. Can you ring the bell as well? Or would you please? Thank you for lighting that up. So you enjoyed being a player. Did you believe that character matters as much as talent in a player? If so, can you ring the bell or light that up further? So you believe talent? Do you believe talent is more important than character? Or is character more important than talent? So character was more important to you. It's my understanding that you were kind but fairly strict with your team. Did you feel a responsibility for the young men's lives who were on your team? Do you feel that you were strict with your team, with your team, your teammates, or the team that you coached and managed? Are you familiar with modern day baseball? Do you get to enjoy baseball where you are? Do you feel the game has changed too much from what you remember it to be? If you can enjoy baseball where you... Oh, thank you for lighting that up. Can you enjoy baseball where you are? That's nice. I'm glad. Can you touch this apparatus right here, this antenna? Or ring the bell? Do you believe baseball has lost some of its patience? Like,
Do you feel it's too fast-paced now? If so, can you ring the bell if you do believe that, or light that up further? Or do you enjoy baseball like it is today? If so, can you ring the bell? Thank you. Do you feel baseball today has the same heart that it did when you were a player and a coach and a manager? Or do you feel it's lost some of its heart? Oh, that one's going off too now. That one needs a battery. Can you ring the bell, sir? Or would you please? Do you feel like baseball still teaches life lessons to its players? Or do you feel they're too involved in being celebrities? Do you feel there's too much emphasis on celebrity? If you could light that up even stronger, I would know that if you do feel it's too much about celebrity, you do. Wow, thank you so much. I agree. I kind of agree. I don't know too much about baseball. My mom loves baseball. I should know more than I do from watching it my whole life. But it does seem like it's got less magic to it. But again, I'm not a diehard fan, so I probably am not an expert or shouldn't really be weighing in on that. Do you feel your legacy is remembered accurately today, sir? If so, can you ring the bell or light that up further? Or are you happy with the way you're remembered today? You seem to be remembered as a kind teacher and a true gentleman from all the things I've read. Do you feel Philadelphia still remembers you? The Philadelphia Athletics or the Philadelphia A's? Are you happy with how you're remembered? Do you know that we've won at least 2 World Series in the past 22? Oh, thanks. 2. I hope that's right. Thank you. So you know that we've won the World Series. The city went crazy. Like, literally, so many people came out. Are you happy with what your career was? Or just were you happy with being involved in baseball? Not to bring up a sad thing, but did you know that the stadium named after you was torn down? Connie Mack Stadium? Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Thank you, though. Are you happy with the Phillies today? Okay, thanks, bird. Are you, sir, happy with the Phillies today? If so, can you ring the bell? Thank you for lighting that up. Thank you. So I guess that means you are happy with them? Nice. Is there anything Is there anything you wish you had done differently with your career? I guess that's hard to convey in a yes or no question, but are you happy with the way you conducted your career? Are you at rest now, sir? I appreciate you being willing to respond to us and use these devices to communicate. Would you be willing to ring? Thank you, sir. Thank you. I was just going to say, would you be willing to ring the bell one more time? Thank you. We really respectfully speak with you and are grateful that you responded. And I would like to thank you for your time. Would you be able to ring the bell one more time? Would you please, sir? Or Slats, if I could be so bold. Did you like the nickname Slats? Are you happy it's spring training? We're all happy. It's been a rough winter. Well, I would like to thank you for your time. If you could ring that bell one more time, that would be incredible. So just again to ask, you are happy with the Phillies today as they are as a team? Yeah? Okay. Would you be able to ring the bell? Is there anything else that you would... That went off again. I guess maybe it needs batteries. Who knows? Do you still carry the love of the game with you today? Thank you for your time, sir, and thank you for allowing me to listen to you and to speak with you. We're going to close down now. I hope you like the baseball I brought you. Will you be able to ring the bell one more time? Okay. Thank you again, sir. Thanks, Slats.
Okay, we're back. Got my baseball here, my little prop. What did you think? What did you think of the visit with Connie Mack? I think he answered some questions very directly. It was very interesting that the bell wasn't going off constantly, and it wasn't not going off at all. It went off specifically when I was asking questions or was just about to ask a question. I don't know. I think he still loves the game. What were your thoughts? Tell me down below. Have you been to these locations, these stadiums? Have you sensed any spirits there? Have you been to the Baseball Hall of Fame? I've been to Cooperstown, but of course didn't go into the museum itself. What did you think about Roberto Clemente and his ability to potentially see and envision his own passing? What do you think about Babe Ruth, the big Bambino? He was larger than life and seems today to still dominate the game in certain ways. Again, please let me know down below your thoughts. Some upcoming visits will include the USS New Jersey, White Hill Mansion in New Jersey, which they've covered on Ghost Hunters and several other shows. It's supposed to be very haunted. There was a secret speakeasy there. The mob hung out there, along with its historical significance as a colonial residence. There's a lot of history there, so I'm excited about that. Chime off down below and tell me your thoughts about this episode, and let me know where you're watching from. And stay haunted and stay beautiful.